Hey guys, we're going to La Candelaria today. I got my 2 Llave card and we are going to take the Transmillennial. Meaning I'm going to take the bus today to, as you know, I've been walking a lot. So this will be the first time I'm taking the bus. So I'm going to take you with me. So let's go. As again, this is Jago Lee. I'm in Bogota. I'm heading to La Candelaria. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing. A like, please just check one, like or dislike. Hopefully you like it, but if you don't like it, dislike it. But I'm going to take the bus today. It's Transmillennial. That's what I'm taking today. It's kind of my first time. I bought a ticket. I bought the card the other day. The 2 Llave is what they call it. I thought I could wing it. This bus system is complicated. It's probably the most complicated bus system I've ever encountered. I mean, it's actually more complicated than a metro system in a lot of places. So I should have studied more. I looked on Google Maps and said, okay, it looks simple. I'm only going a few stations. I'm only going basically south of where I'm at. You know, I'm at around the 60th block street basically, and where I'm going is around pretty much, 6th or 7th street. So technically I could walk, but I'm not walking that. They're not down that direction. Anyway, but I'm taking this bus. Look at this bus. I mean, it looks, if you look from the street, it looks simple, but this is actually a complicated little thing they got on here. So if you ever decide to take the bus, I mean, make sure you study up on it. I mean, I have an app, but I thought the Google thing would work out well. I mean, it said I was supposed to take a certain bus. A bus showed up. It said J74 Aguas is what I was supposed to take, but a bus showed up, J74 Unidades. Not sure why that one, showed up, but I jumped on it anyway. And I figured, okay, it's going near where I need to go. In the meantime, I still have my map, Google map on to see where I'm going. I'm going down, so I'm seeing the numbers going down, so I feel comfortable that I jumped on the right bus. But still, that Unidades still throws me off, you know what I mean? So I said, all right, well, let me just kind of just wing it. But as you can see, I'm just going down, whatever. See the guy right there, changing his, putting on the barber right there, putting on his little thing. I guess he takes it off every night because don't want it to be stolen or whatever. So, I mean, you can see the streets is just kind of just how things look differently, in the streets from other parts. So, Now, this is the part that kind of throws me off because, when I'm looking at my map, I see that my dot is going off of where I needed to go. See what I mean? So I'm thinking, where is this bus going? Like, okay, this is something ain't right here. But it's still in the same vicinity where I need to go. So I figured whatever happens, I can probably walk from this point, I think. If it looks, comfortable enough for me to walk. You know what I mean? So I figured, well, let me just kind of roll with it, you know what I mean? Again, I'm getting close to where I need to go. So anyway, I stopped at the bus station, and everybody had to get off. I said, okay, this is Unidades bus station, so I have to get off. So I still had my map, Google Map on. So I said, okay, I need to go this different direction. And again, these bus station are misleading. You see all that hallway and everything? And I said, wow, I didn't expect that. And when I got off, I said, oh man, there's my bus station over there. Aquas. I can't say the name. I'll make sure I put it right in the comments below. So anyway, I figured I'm going to take that on the way back, and we'll deal with it when we go back. So in the meantime, I'm actually in the area where I need to be at. It looks pretty nice. Again, this is jumping off the bus to take you pretty much to La Candelaria, to the area where I need to go. Uh, it looked like it was raining over here. It wasn't raining from where I left, so but I guess that's the way it works. It rains in certain parts of the city, just like anywhere else, especially during, well, there's no season here, but like in the States, the summertime, it rains in one part, it may not rain in another part. But it's a really nice looking area. I see the buses, I see the beautiful palm trees, just beautiful area. Now, I'm actually headed to Bolivar Plaza. That's really the first place I want to check out. That's my main reason for coming here. That's the one spot I want to check out, Bolivar Plaza. There's a proper name, but I make sure I put it in the bottom once we get there. They have some little vendors set up here too, so that's okay. Little vendors, they're like government-sponsored vendors because the government name is on the top of it. I will make sure I put the name of the street in the comments below. I'm not sure what street this is, but based on my Google map, I'm kind of headed toward Carrera 7. So I'm not sure where this pond thing with this water. I don't know if it has a function or it's just different decoration. I mean, it's nice looking and it's pretty clean. No trash or anything in it, which is always good. But I wonder if it serves a purpose. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if it's for overflow of water, but it's a pond, so I think it's just there for decoration. I think it's a lot of traffic in this area, so I think if you ever come here, you got to make sure to watch out for the traffic. I guess the best bet if you take an Uber or a taxi, just get as close as you can and just get out and walk. I saw these group of people in this plaza. I'll make sure I put the name of the plaza in the comment below, but there's mostly men just standing there. I'm not sure what's going on. Why are they just standing there? Just not sure what's going on. They're just standing there. A lot of them. And I don't know. And keep in mind, this is a Monday. This is not a weekend or anything. This is a Monday. Now, this is the bus stop that I thought I was going to, well, no, I didn't think I was going to be there, but this is a bus stop that I thought I was going to kind of be near Museo del Oro, which is Museum of a Gold Museum bus station. All right, I finally made it to Carrera 7. That's where I'm at now. Again, it rained, but it's still a lot of people out here. I guess this is kind of a 7 days a week type place, you know what I mean? But I guess it's one of the main tourist spots, so I guess that's not uncommon. And I'm walking in the center. There's people on both sides. There's vendors on both sides. I'm sure with the rain, it's probably, and it being Monday, there probably is not as many vendors you probably expect on this type of day. But nevertheless, it's still enough for it to be a Monday and then to be raining. So they out there, I guess, 7 days a week, no matter what. Again, look at all this traffic everywhere. Just a lot of traffic. But it's a bustling little strip there, Well, it's a long strip, but it's a bustling strip that you, if you can buy all type of things there, you know what I mean? I guess souvenirs. I'm not sure what they're selling because I'm actually in a center and I really, came here with no really plan to buy anything. I really just came here to see this plaza. And look, it's this beautiful plaza that I'm actually about to enter here. Now, I have to admit, as we get closer, I want to kind of show you something here. Like I kind of pan out and kind of show the plaza. I actually thought that it was much bigger. It's a nice size, but for some odd reason, all the images, again, I haven't watched a lot of Candelaria videos, but I've seen images of this plaza, and I've always thought it was much massive than this. It's a good size, but it's almost like I come in off of Carrera 7 and then I run into this square. It's a nice size square, but again, I was expecting to be double the size that it is. Nice size, but I just thought it was much bigger than what I expected. Look like they got this statue in the middle, Bolivar, I assume. but it's covered up. So maybe they did some, some refurbished work on it, and it's going to reveal it soon, because it's covered up with like a sheet or some type of cloth. But it's a beautiful space with all the birds and, flying around. I'm sure on the weekend it's much busier than this. I guess they're doing some refurbishing or reconstruction, up there, rehabbing on, some of the important buildings surrounding this square. So again, that's the first place I wanted to see. I wanted to see this place right here. This is the main reason, and it's beautiful. I wasn't, trying to get birds to fly up on me or nothing like that, but I just wanted to see it, and I'm glad I did. It's a beautiful place. But again, I actually thought it was much, much, much bigger than it is. So again, it's starting to rain again. I got my umbrella ready and a jacket. Again, whenever you go down there, make sure you wear that. So the next place I'm headed to, I want to see the Gold Museum, Museo del Gold, or as they call it. There's a park right in front of it. This is not a place I would say, oh man, that's a beautiful gold museum. It looked like a nondescript building. I mean, I guess that's by intention, but for some odd reason, a gold museum, I expect something to look like a gold museum on the outside, but it's really just a regular building. I'm sure it's much nicer on the inside. And I walked through this park, so if you ever come here, don't walk through this park, because right here is it's really strong smell of just say urine, really strong urine smell. So it's a lot of people who just hang out in the parks or live in the parks, maybe. So. And this is no different. But again, this is the museum right here. Nondescript, nothing, spectacular about it on the outside. But I'm sure it's much nicer on the inside. The only way you know it's a museum, there's a sign in front. And of course, there are guards everywhere. I think I panned to the right, Hopefully I did. Pan to the right, there should be a guard with maybe a dog or something to let you know that you're in the museum. I think I shared that somewhere. Yeah, right over there. Big dog, too. So you definitely know you're at the museum with the with the security around it. But again, nothing spectacular about it on the outside, of course. The entrance, at least for the tourists, is actually on this street. I think this is Calle 6, I think. I'll make sure I put the right street. But the entrance is on the side of this building here. I thought it was closed today, based on, I don't think it opens every day, but I thought when I looked at my map, it was closed today. I wasn't going there anyway, but maybe they do have private tours, or maybe, it isn't closed today. I'm not sure, but it was definitely, that's the entrance right there. So again, the plaza, again, was the first place. The second place, obviously, the museum. And the third place, I wanted to see some of the graffiti arts. Now, obviously, there's tours for that. I don't want to be 2 or 3 hours walking around looking for. I like graffiti, but not to the point. In my mind, it'd be nice if all of it's in one area, but that's not the way it works. So I'm back in the area that I actually came when I first got off the bus. I didn't realize that was the same area. Like, wow, I probably should have went to check out the graffiti arts first, and then check out. Since I was right there. But it's fine. It's beautiful. You can see it. It's right there as soon as you get off the bus. Once you walk past that little statue and cross the street. This is I want to say Calle 3 or 3rd Street or whatever. But it's actually beautiful. I was able to get a couple, snapshots or a few images of some of the graffiti arts that they show on the tour. Because I did see someone taking people around, and they were walking this area. So I think I'm at least got some of it. If not all, definitely not all of it. Because I think the tour is actually an hour, 2 hour, hours. So, but anyway, I wanted to check out, some of the graffiti arts. That's easily to see. That's some more. I'm actually going up this hill because I like some of the architecture of some of these old buildings here. I don't know if there's more neighborhoods like this nearby. I think there's supposed to be some buildings similar to this in the La Macarena area, which is I'm not heading to. That's many streets up a different direction. But this is, I guess, a glimpse of what some of the old architecture. Keep in mind, this is old city of La Candelaria. La Candelaria is a big neighborhood, but I'm really focused on the historic neighborhood, which is pretty much the old city of La Candelaria. Now, again, I hope if you have your walking shoes, if you're in this area, I mean, all this stuff isn't really within walking distance, you know what I mean? So you don't have to really walk far, especially if you stay between 6th and, like, I don't know, 23rd Street. You'll find most of what you're looking for the main. Obviously, there are more museums that you in the area, but there's other, but again, they all within this historic area. These are the ones I really wanted to see. That I was focused on. Even it's a couple apartment buildings, but I like the colors. Look at all the rich colors of these buildings. And other than a couple of spots here and there, I mean, it still have some graffiti arts on this particular street. And right near this apartment building off to the left here, you're gonna see a nice big mural on the side of the building. Well, no, it's kind of a wall near the building. There's a playground right in front of there, so that's beautiful right there. So again, that's probably a lot more because again, if they got a whole tour, I'm thinking it's a lot more, and obviously there's a meaning behind a lot of these different art, But again, that wasn't really my intention. I wanted to kind of see what I can see without needing a tour to see it. So now I'm pretty much heading back down the hill. Kind of seen enough, and I think that was the third thing I wanted to see. So again, I still, was able to see more art as I walk down this hill. The cool thing about it, is I'm glad none of the other art or marking didn't do anything to destroy these. Sometimes people just, for whatever reason, no matter where you're at, just want to mark up someone else's work. And for the most part, well, I ain't gonna say all of it, but for the most part, they kind of not touch these work of art. On these walls, so kudos for them for just kind of like, there's some more up this, but I'm not actually going up the hill again. I'm actually just kind of going to share what I can see right down here. Because after that, I actually figured, all right. Now, actually, Mazareta, which is probably another trip on another video what I'm going to do later on, is nearby, but that's not where we're going. I decided now I need to go and check out Carrera 7, which is a major kind of the major strip, you know what I mean, where all the businesses and a lot of stores are located, and that's where you find a lot of vendors, lined, on both sides of the street, and this wide open, space, for bikes and for walking. I decided I want to kind of check it out a little bit, see what's going on, share with you. I had just so many vendors on both sides, and I'm just wondering, I mean, they're on both sides. I mean, just so many of them. And I'm just deciding, I guess if you come down here, what are you coming to look for? You just walk into I'm thinking for people who live in the city, because I'm sure this is not just all for tourists. I'm sure for people who live in the city come down here to buy things or whatever, but I guess do you have something in mind, and you say, okay, I'm gonna go down there and see if I can find it. Because again, this is along the street, but there's also open squares where there's plenty of vendors that just back to back, just everywhere. Again, I'm just walking, just kind of walking till I see, just get a feel of it. You know what I mean? But again, I'm walking and being observant of everything around me, because in a place like that, even though it looks cool, it's daytime, you have to still be observant of what's going on around you. That's a beautiful church right here. I'm gonna make sure I put the name of the church below so you can know what it is. I mean, I think it's closed, but it's definitely beautiful on the outside. Look at it. It's different. A lot of beautiful churches in Bogota. Historical churches too. I guess they've been around for many, many, many years. I'm walking and walking, and then, as I get closer, I figured, you know what, again, I wasn't planning on going for a while. And then I noticed this guy walking up here. See right here? This guy in the white shirt? He noticed me, and he noticed the camera in my hand, and then he actually stopped behind me while I was walking. And that's when I realized, you know what? I think I need to go. So actually, after he passed me, I kind of see in the corner of my eye that he stopped. And I said, okay, this is probably not a good thing. I actually put my camera away, turned around, and I said, okay, I think it's time to go. So I started heading back on the opposite side of the street. He was following me a little bit, but not much. Well, he wasn't following me, but I still saw him in behind me. And then I took another street, and then I saw him stop, you know what I mean? So I said, you know what? It's time to go. You still have to be observant of those people out there, because you never know what's going on out there. So I said, all right, not sure what was going on, but he was the only one that stopped. And I, figured maybe it's the time to go, because, something else could happen here. So anyway, I decided to head back to the bus. And one thing I learned about taking a bus is that you can never take the same, for whatever reason, it seemed like you can't take the same bus that you took down there. I'm not sure why. I'm thinking, okay, I jumped on one bus, I should be able to jump on the same bus going back. No, couldn't happen. So I went back to this particular bus station right here to head back, follow my Google Maps again, relying on it. I figured, okay, get me close. If you get me close, I can, kind of wing it once I get there. Just get me close to where I need to go, because I walked enough that I feel comfortable enough that I can get me close to the streets, whatever. But after I jumped on this bus, and I realized, okay, the numbers going up. This is the right main street that I need to go. Then I realized then that I was probably heading in the right direction. So I felt comfortable that, I'm in the right area, you know what I mean? Again, if you take these buses, make sure you just study them a little bit more, because they can be confusing. But anyway, that was pretty much my day. I hope you enjoyed this. That was a really good day. Again, I still need to check out Maserati, which is probably the next time I need to go in that area. Until the next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.